everyone, it's Erin. This is going to be my week 25 and 26 video. Today I am 26 weeks and 5 days pregnant. I know that's really late in my 26 weeks, so I'll be making a 27-week video very soon. I'm not going to apologize for the delay. I tend to apologize at the beginning of every video, it seems. My husband was in town and I was just really busy and I was just enjoying my time with him, so I know I probably wouldn't make a 25-week video anyway, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't say anything last time. But I took him to the airport today about 6 hours ago, so it's been a really rough day for me anyway. I just woke up from a nap. I feel like I needed one. Anyway, and then I've cleaned my whole house from top to bottom. I don't know if it's nesting or if it's just that I feel I need to get rid of a lot of things that remind me of him. I know that kind of seems cold, especially for somebody who hasn't been away from or had their spouse leave for a long time, but those daily reminders may seem sweet at first, but then it can actually just like perpetuate. Okay, there's so much to cover. This is probably going to be a two-part video, and I'll get right into it. My husband and I, we had an ultrasound. It was a 3D, 4D, I don't really understand the difference, but it's one of those fancy ultrasounds that you go to, and we got to see her, and it looks really cool. I'll put up pictures. It's so neat to see that she has features of both of us. And I know it seems kind of silly picking out features, but like you can see that she has big eyes. And then you can see like the ultrasound guy, the guy next to us at the ultrasound, he said that it looks like my husband's forehead and kind of looks like his chin, and then my nose, and just little things like that are really cute. And she definitely has my toes. I have really long toes. I know that's kind of weird. They're kind of like fingers. They're just really long, but she has really long toes, so that was funny. And also when we were there at the same place, they sell like little trinkets and items that you can buy, and my husband and I just thought that these were so funny. They say they're little binkies, and this one says volume control, and this one says pull to sound alarm. So they're just funny. I don't even know if she'll like them, but it'd be funny to get a picture with at least once. Also, right after I did my 24-week video, the next day, my daddy doll came in. I'm excited. Or technically her daddy doll. You see my husband's little face, and I think it's really cool. It's just a little pillow, and I got it a little big. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought 17 inches, you know, that'd be her whole body size, and I thought that would be fine, and now that I look at it, I'm like, that's the whole size of a baby. That's huge. Anyway, it's still cute. It comes with like a little recorder, and my husband recorded this morning before he got on the plane. It's not working. Little red light flashes. It might be out of a battery. I don't know, but you can stick that in the back there so that when you squeeze it, it's supposed to say that. And that's my dog. You want to say hi to everybody? And then I'm going to put you outside. Hi. Hi, baby. Sorry about that. So, besides the daddy doll, this week, my husband, actually, I think he did it this morning. My husband also recorded a storybook from Hallmark. And I don't know if you can read it. All the Ways I Love You. It's so adorable. And this is a quick reference.
I love you closer than your shadow. I love you further than the sun.
Isn't that cute? I think it's so sweet. Like each page, as you turn it, you can, I don't know, has some kind of sensor. I like it. Okay, on to some of my symptoms from the last week. Let's see. I did go to the doctor right at about 25 weeks. I was really worried. I've had some heart problems in the past. I don't have like a heart murmur or a hole in my heart or anything like that, but I tend to have like, I don't even know what the word is for it. My rhythm is not normal. I guess you're supposed to have a rest cycle before it goes up and down, like when you're looking at it. And I don't have a rest period. I have a micro rest period. So every once in a while, my heart will beat rapidly and try to basically shock itself back into a rhythm. Anyway, that just used to happen every once in a while. It was no big deal, but it's been happening more since I've been pregnant. And I went to my doctor just because I wanted to get checked out and make sure that everything's okay. When I went in there, I told her she is actually going to send me to a cardiologist. That'll probably be next week, but I don't think it'll be anything major. It'll probably just be what they found before, and just because of like her thinking and my thinking both, is that just due to the amount of blood volume that we have in our body now, and she's pregnant too, and just your heart is working harder, so it's probably just going to happen more frequently. Another thing that I've been experiencing is finger swelling, and I guess my feet too. It started at night a lot, and then now then it was in the morning as well, and then now it's sometimes in the afternoon, or every time I'm slightly warm, or if I'm walking too much and my hands are down, my fingers swell, and they get all fat and disgusting. I can't get my rings off. I have to run my hands under cold water. And sometimes I have to put lotion on my hands to get my rings off. Anyway, I may have to stop wearing my wedding ring. But that feels really weird because my husband is deploying. Or technically just deployed today. So I feel weird not having a ring and him being gone. Like, it just kind of feels like I'm not married. So I may end up going to like some kind of cheapo drugstore and get like a little fake ring, or at least a band or something that I can wear on my little sausage fingers. So, and then another thing that's been happening, I've been getting more Braxton Hicks contractions, especially when I walk. Like if I'm walking at the grocery store or even out to my car after work. The whole underside of my belly goes rock hard, and it gets really uncomfortable. It's still not painful. I wouldn't say it's painful by any means, just weird and uncomfortable. So that's kind of been annoying. And I started to worry like if that was okay, and when I went into the doctor's appointment she said that was fine. Let's see. I've also, kind of on the same lines, I'm not really sure if these are part of the Braxton Hicks or if this is something a little bit different, but I really felt like menstrual cramps. Like that, not as bad as some of my cramps have been before, but just that crampy feeling. But my husband and I were snuggling the other morning, and I had my belly kind of touched up against his side, and since he's been gone, you know, he hasn't really experienced a lot of her big kicks, and as I was falling back asleep I would feel her kick out of my stomach, and this was just yesterday or the day before. So she was kicking him in the side, and he didn't say anything. He laid there really quiet until he thought I was awake, and he said, I feel Juliana kicking me. And so she's still very active. Another thing I was going to talk about is acid reflux. I think that's what it is. I felt like it's always at night, or I've even been up walking around and felt it a couple times, but it's like a cold burn right here, and then it's actually like, it feels like it's in my throat. just burns. But it's not like, again, not like painful burn. It's just like a cold, acidy burn. So I think that's acid reflux. I don't know. And then the other night I woke up in the middle of the night with it and had to go get Tums and prop myself up on some pillows